Welcome everyone. My name is Vincent. Welcome to Vincent 2.0. I used to be 400 pounds. Believe it or not, I was over 400 pounds. I want to tell you how I got there and where I am today. I used to be 400 pounds. It wasn't fun. It wasn't cool. And this is pretty much how I got there. I remember ever since I was about 5 or 6 years old, I remember being a little chubby. Can you remember when you were a little kid? I remember having a little gut and everything like that. And I remember being a little chubby. I remember as I was progressing throughout my childhood years and then up to about 10 years old. I remember when I was 10 years old, I was about 180 pounds, believe it or not. Then as I went into middle school, junior high, I remember being around 220 pounds. Let's progress a little more. As I was eating and things like that, and I would not put this on my parents. Obviously my parents had a responsibility for me as I was a kid, but I have to tell you, like from the age of 10 on, I remember going to the corner store. I'm from New York, so we call it the bodega, the corner store. There's like a corner store on every corner here in New York, and I remember going in, and for $1, you can get 4 things for $1. Everything was like 25 cents. The candy was 5 cents each, okay? And so you can have like a smorgasbord for a couple dollars. I'm not even kidding. You can just full out go buffet in the corner store, okay? So I used to get the 2 little Debbie cakes, the 1 bag of chips, and then the quarter water, okay? Which was like this like all sugar drink for 25 cents. That was just for $1. And then with my other $1, maybe I would get some candy. And so this was a couple times a day type of thing. And back in the 90s, we used to hang out at the park, with our friends, with my brothers, all that stuff, and with no parents around. That's just how things were in the 90s, if you can remember back, if you lived during that time. And it was a safe time. It was a good time, but we had a lot of freedom. So we got to go to a lot of stores and get what we wanted and things like that. Especially, just think about winter time. We would do the shoveling, get $20 per house, and go and get everything we could, and we would just pig out, man. It was crazy. So that's kind of how my habits were, my life was, and I really liked trash food. I loved junk food. That's what I liked. And so that's what I really put myself onto, right? And so by the time, like I said, I was in junior high, I was about 220 pounds, man. 220 pounds in junior high. Let's fast forward to high school. I kept this going. I kept on eating. And I wasn't doing that much exercise. I mean, I did play football for a year or two, and they loved that I was a big guy. But I'll tell you what, I was 320 pounds. 320 pounds when I hit high school. I went into college at 320. Kind of lost some weight there because I was doing so much activity. I was doing sports. I was working out. I was always active. When I was outside of class and not studying, I was doing everything and anything with my friends. It was just amazing. So we're talking about 320. I graduated college at 320, got 2 jobs, got married right away, praise God. But I was living a comfortable life. I didn't have much time to do other things. So I ballooned all the way up to 350, and then soon enough 365. And I said, you know what? This is enough. I have to lose weight. I have to start working out. I got to put my cardio in. So I joined Weight Watchers, lost 80 pounds. But in about 4 to 5 months later, gained it all back. Was back at 365. Then I said, let's do Weight Watchers again. A couple years later, I lost it all again, about 80 pounds. And then gained it all back. But this time, I put on even more. And by the year 2020, when COVID hit, I was overweight, depressed, anxiety filled, and I was like, something has to give. And that is when I reached my highest weight, and it wasn't even 400 pounds. It was 403 pounds. That's how much I was. Didn't feel good. People told me that I hold my weight well, but I'll tell you, when you're holding on to 403 pounds, it doesn't feel good at all. So I started this program called Optavia, and this program really helped me, and I lost 80 pounds. So I went down to about the 320s, And that was comfortable for me because now I'm an adult, I'm in my 30s, and I'm at my high school weight. And I felt great and everything. I mean, I am a big guy. I don't want to say I'm big boned, but I have a heavy frame. I hold some muscle on my frame as well. So I got off of that, and you know how you go on a diet and it's like you can't go on any longer? Well, that's kind of how it was. I got off of Optavia. I gained all my weight back. I got back to 400 pounds. And then this past summer of 2022, I decided to try to lose weight myself. I got down to about 375 pounds. And then I started a workout regimen. I started to go on my fitness pal and make sure I was getting all the protein I needed and not enough, make sure that I deducted those calories so I'm in a deficit and I'm doing my cardio. And then all of a sudden, 10 weeks passed and I'm still 375 pounds. I don't know what's happening. But at the same time, I'm like, why aren't I losing any more weight? And I'm lethargic, I'm fatigued, I'm tired, my mental capacities are tired, my physical body is tired, my physical body is sore, it won't heal, it feels like, and I'm like, something is wrong, something has to give here. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, what is going on? And that's when I was brought to my doctor. I went to my doctor and I said, something's going on with me. I think I need some type of hormonal help. Maybe I have diabetes. I don't know what's going on. Something's wrong. So he sends me to 2 doctors. I go to a urologist and I say, could this be a hormonal issue? And do I have enough testosterone? It turns out that the healthy range of testosterone in a man my age should be anywhere, the free testosterone, from 300 to 1,000. Big range, I know. I got my blood work and my testosterone was lower than 300. It was 123. So my testosterone levels were low. It was due to my weight. It was due to other things. It was crazy. So I went on TRT. I went on testosterone replacement therapy. And I thought it was going to work miracles, but it did not work miracles. It just made me stronger in the gym. It gave me a higher sex drive, all that stuff. But it really didn't help me out with how I was feeling. I was feeling more sore because I was lifting heavier weights and not healing properly. And so I was like, still, there's something is wrong here. And then 3 months later, I got an appointment to an endocrinologist. And I went there and they took my blood work. I got new blood work. They took my finger stick. They said your sugar levels are pretty high for the normal level. They for a week they put something on me where they were keeping track of my blood sugar and seeing where it was, and it looked like on average my blood sugar on average was around 170, 180. Okay, and that's pretty high. It's not very high, but it's pretty high, and it shouldn't be that high. So they suggested, my endocrinologist suggested a medication that I've never heard before, and this medication is called MOUNJARO. And maybe you've heard of it before, but this medication is changing my life. This medication is helping me change my life because you just can't take it and that's it. You have to take it and you have to work with it. And the same things that I was doing since September and over this past summer, I'm doing it now with MOUNJARO, and I am losing weight. Let me tell you, I was at 375. I went up to 390. And I went close to 400 again, and I said I do not want to get over 400 again, but MOUNJARO has helped me to keep my weight down. And so I want to tell you in my next video about MOUNJARO, how it's working for me, if I'm close to 400 still today. You can't tell by just looking at me. I'm a big guy, but I can't wait to tell you. And if this video has helped you in any way, has spoke to you in any way, please give it a like. Please subscribe to see more videos that are coming out soon, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your weight loss journey, what you're going through, if you're on MOUNJARO, Ozempic, Wegovy. Would love to hear those. But that is my 400-pound story, and I can't wait to share more with you in the next video. God bless, and I'll see you soon.